How is everyone? Today I'm here with my WWE Super Showdown 2018 pay-per-view predictions. Of course, Super Showdown is live on the WWE Network as well as pay-per-view tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. Pacific. And overall, going to the show, first off, I want to say I find it kind of funny because 3 years ago when WWE did the Beast in the East special at 2:30 a.m. or at least where I am in Pacific time, people were excited. People were happy. People thought it was cool, different that WWE did a show at that time. And, people wanted more. People are saying, hey, WWE should do another special, early in the morning like this. And here we are, 3 years later, and people are bitching about it, and people are saying, I'm not going to watch it, it's too early. I just find it funny how things change in such a short period of time. But overall, going into Super Showdown, I'm not all excited for this pay-per-view because it's not really a pay-per-view. It's just a huge live event that's dubbed as a pay-per-view. Pretty much, like the Greatest Royal Rumble was, and pretty much any international show that's aired live on the network has just been a glorified live event, just dubbed as a pay-per-view. And it definitely feels that way. All these matches were announced ahead of time. Like, I want to say in the last month or 2 months, they announced these matches randomly. Like, it'd be after SmackDown Live, and all of a sudden, oh, Miz vs. Daniel Bryan at Super Showdown randomly. Like, okay. And then once TV comes, once Hell in a Cell passes, they act like these matches are being announced as we get closer. Like, oh my god, Super Showdown, it's going to have a 6-man tag with the Shield. Like, okay, we knew that a month ago. Why are you acting like they just announced this now all of a sudden? So, I don't know. I just feel like the way they've built it and just the way they're portraying the show, I just feel like it's kind of dumb. It's kind of insulting because, like I said, they're acting like these matches that have already been announced are just now being announced for the first time once they acknowledge it the first on TV for the first time. So, I don't know. I thought that was kind of dumb how they did that. But, I mean, match card itself isn't bad. The build of this pay-per-view hasn't been the greatest. They've only really focused on the main event, really. They built the 6-man tag. They made it interesting. I'm into the whole storyline with them, trying to figure out who's going to turn on who first. So I'm actually kind of invested in that. The WWE title match has some decent build to it. The SmackDown Women's title match has some decent build to it. But everything else really is just thrown together without really any build. So not really too excited for the show. It'll be what it is. It's going to be 5 hours. So, watching a show that's going to be 5 hours at 2 a.m. isn't probably the best idea, but it is what it is. I'm not complaining about the show at all. I'm not gonna be someone that's like, I'm not watching because of the time, whatever. It's a show that's happening, so I'm not excited for it, but I don't really have any expectations for it too. So I don't know. We'll see what happens on the show. But we do have 10 matches scheduled on the show, of course. One of the matches being the IIconics taking on Naomi and Asuka, so that's a match happening, of course. IIconics being from Australia, so it's going to be the big homecoming for them. Speaking of homecomings, Buddy Murphy, who will be the hometown boy, challenging for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship against Cedric Alexander. They had an awesome match on 205 Live months ago, so I don't think they'll have as great of a match here, obviously, because it's it's a bigger show and they won't get nearly as much time, but it should be a good one. I think it'll definitely be a fun match overall. Becky Lynch defending the SmackDown Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair in a rematch from Hell in a Cell. The Bar taking on the New Day for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. We'll be having The Miz and Daniel Bryan face each other off in a #1 contenders match. Of course, the winner getting a future WWE Championship opportunity. They didn't say when, they just said a future opportunity, which, could be the next show, could be 3 months from now. We have no idea, but the winner will, like I said, get a future WWE title match, so Miz and Bryan always have great matches, so it'll probably be the best thing on the show, to be perfectly honest, when it's all said and done. 6-woman tag team match, Ronda Rousey and the Bellas taking on the Riott Squad, which is kind of pointless considering we've seen the Bellas and Ronda Rousey defeat the Riott Squad on several occasions, so this whole 6-woman tag is basically meaningless if you ask me. AJ Styles defending the WWE Championship in a no count, no disqualification match against Samoa Joe, which the whole storyline for this match, by the way, is absolutely fucking stupid. The whole thing was there must be a winner, which, by the way, there was a winner in Hell in a Cell. Just because it was a controversial finish doesn't mean there wasn't a winner. So this whole the no DQ, no count stipulation doesn't even mean anything, because they could literally do the exact same finish at Hell in a Cell at this show and still be a winner. So I think the whole there must be a winner, that's why it's no DQ, no count out, is very, very stupid. So I have no idea what they were thinking when they did that, but what can you do? We'll be having the return of John Cena, of course. We'll be teaming with Bobby Lashley, taking Elias and Kevin Owens. Originally, this match was supposed to be John Cena versus Kevin Owens, which to me, I was very excited for because we haven't seen this match in 3 years. So I was really excited to see that match 1-1 again. But for whatever reason, they changed to a tag team match with Bobby Lashley and Elias. So, whatever. Then, of course, we're having a 6-man tag team match. The Shield reuniting once again, taking on Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre in a 6-man tag team match. This should be a lot of fun. I'm actually looking forward to it. That's probably the second match I'm looking forward to the most in the show. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So, it's a Shield 6-man tag. When are you ever disappointed by that? And, of course, in the big main event, we'll be having Triple H with Shawn Michaels in his corner, taking on The Undertaker with Kane in his corner for the last time ever. We all know how these taglines work in WWE. So, it may be the last one-on-one match between the two of them, but it's pretty much confirmed. It's not official, but it's pretty much confirmed that they're going to be another match together at, you know, another upcoming show in a tag match. So it is what it is. You know, I wasn't really too excited for this match considering the performances they've had over the last year, but, you know, given the angle we had on Raw this past Monday with that huge brawl, that got me invested in the match. So I'm actually excited for Triple H and Undertaker based off that brawl alone. They sold me on the match, so kudos for WWE for doing that. And besides, like I said, you know, not really too much. It's not a bad card, but it's not really a noteworthy card. Just got a whole bunch of rematches and a bunch of matches I don't think people really want to see to begin with, to be perfectly honest. So, I don't know. Definitely, like I said, it's a live event. Just does its pay-per-view. So, without wasting more time, let's go ahead and jump right into my predictions. John Cena and Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens and Elias. I honestly do think this is an easy victory for Cena and Lashley. I don't see him losing to Owens and Elias. I mean, if Cena and Lashley were to lose, to me it'd only be because either Lashley turns on Cena for whatever reason, or maybe there's some shenanigans with Leo Rush involving Lashley, and Owens and Elias capitalize on that and pin Lashley. That'd be the only reason I could see Lashley and Cena losing. But besides that, I will pick them to get the win here. Hopefully it's a decent little tag team match, but yeah, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and pick Cena and Lashley to walk away with the victory. WWE Cruiserweight Championship match. WWE Cruiserweight Champion Cedric Alexander versus Buddy Murphy. I think it's time for a title change. You know, Cedric's been champion for about 6 months now, and he's had a great reign. You know, he's had a lot of great matches with guys like Buddy already in the past, and Mustafa, and, you know, Hideo Itami, but I do think it's time to crown a brand new Cruiserweight champion. I'm going to go ahead and pick Buddy Murphy to win the Cruiserweight Championship here. It's going to be a great match. Hopefully get some decent time. You know, that awesome match in 205 Live in the past. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and pick Buddy Murphy to become the brand new Cruiserweight champion. SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. SmackDown Tag Team Champions The New Day versus The Bar. As much as I like to see The Bar win the tag team titles here, I don't see it happening, so I'm going to go ahead and pick The New Day to retain these SmackDown Tag Team titles. I don't see them losing it yet. You know, I think they'll have it for a few more months, possibly till the end of the year, to be perfectly honest, and then, you know, eventually drop them around WrestleMania time probably. But, you know, they've had great matches in the past. You know, their series in 2016 I thought were great. And hopefully we get another really good match here. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and pick The New Day to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles. SmackDown Women's Championship match. SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. I don't see Becky losing the title this quickly. I think it'd be kind of dumb for them to take the title off Becky this early. So I'm going to go ahead and pick Becky to retain the SmackDown Women's Championship. Hopefully her and Charlotte go out there and really tear the house down. I really enjoyed their match in Hell in a Cell. And hopefully they can kind of replicate that. If not, you know, knock the notch up a little bit and have an even better match than they did. But, you know, I really hope they don't put the title on Charlotte. It'll be 7 times or 8 times, whatever it'll be. But, you know, like I said, my predictions will be Becky Lynch walked out still the champion. 6-woman tag team match. Ronda Rousey and the Bella Twins versus the Riott Squad. I don't think the Riott Squad have a chance in hell at winning this match, so my pick will obviously be Ronda and the Bella Twins to win this match. I don't see, you know, Nikki turning on Ronda. If Nikki turns, it'll definitely be after the match. I don't see it happening during the match because I don't see Ronda Rousey's first loss being the Riott Squad. But it's just a filler match, so they'll probably set up Ronda versus Nikki at Evolution. So, like I said, Ronda and the Bella Twins will be my pick to win this match. Number 1 contenders match for the WWE Championship. Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. I'm going to go ahead and say The Miz wins this match, become the brand new number 1 contender for the WWE Championship. I just don't see Bryan winning it. You know, I really hope they go with the route with, you know, Miz winning the championship and then Daniel Bryan winning the Rumble, setting up Miz versus Bryan for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 35. Sorry, that's perfect booking in my opinion. And, you know, I don't know, especially with Bryan losing a lot lately, I just don't see him all of a sudden becoming number 1 contender for the championship. And I think Miz, you know, challenging AJ down the line is a perfect decision to go with, and, you know, definitely adds him more as, you know, establishes more as a top heel on SmackDown Live. So, yeah, like I said, my pick to become the brand new number 1 contender for the WWE Championship, The Miz. Asuka and Naomi versus the IIconics. This match is very filler, not much to it besides, you know, Naomi and Asuka beating them every week, so I don't know why they would win here. I can see them winning, but, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and say the IIconics win since they're in Australia. I just see them getting a win. They can easily pin Naomi. It wouldn't hurt Asuka, even though, you know, Asuka is pretty much dead and gone in terms of booking. But, yeah, I don't know. I can see Asuka and Naomi, but I'm just going to go ahead and say that IIconics walk out the win. No count out, no disqualification match for the WWE Championship. WWE Champion AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. I just don't see Samoa Joe winning the championship. You know, they haven't built him enough to where I can believe he's becoming champion. And, you know, this match really just seems like they haven't really focused much on it. So I'm going to go ahead and pick AJ Styles to walk out still the WWE Champion. I just, like I said, don't see Joe winning it. Hopefully it's a great match. You know, their match at Hell in a Cell was great. So was SummerSlam. So hopefully they can have a, you know, great blow-off here. Hopefully this is a blow-off too. I don't want to see another AJ Styles and Samoa Joe match in the future. But, yeah, like I said, it should be a great match regardless, but becoming end result, I do expect AJ Styles to walk out of Super Showdown still the WWE Champion. 6-man tag team match, The Shield versus Braun Strowman, Raw Tag Team Champions Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. I'm going to go ahead and go with The Shield here, especially after this past Monday on Raw where, Strowman, Ziggler, and McIntyre pretty much dominated and destroyed The Shield. I just see The Shield walking out the winners in this match. Or, you know what? I can see Strowman and Ziggler and McIntyre getting the win. I can just see Strowman pinning Ambrose, or maybe with some, shenanigans, Strowman pins Reigns. It looks strong going into Crown Jewel next month. But I don't know. Like I said, something just tells me after the angle on Raw, I just see the Shield picking up the victory, and this should be a great match. It's a Shield 6-man tag that never disappoints, so I'm excited for it. But like I said, I do think the Shield will walk out the winners in the 6-man tag team match. And then the main event, The Undertaker versus Triple H. The last time ever they're dubbing it as, but hopefully it's a good match. I'm not too sure what their wrestling abilities are, considering this year we didn't really see the best of them in their performances. But I'm going to go ahead and say Triple H. I think Undertaker is a solid pick to win, but I'm going to say Triple H. I think Shawn Michaels gets involved somehow. Obviously, him and Kane will be at ringside. Maybe Shawn Michaels super kick followed by a pedigree by Triple H get the win. I don't know. I do think no matter what happens, or whoever wins, it will lead into a match at Crown Jewel and a tag team match, Brother Destruction versus DX. But, like I said, I think Undertaker's a strong possibility, but I'm going to go ahead and say Triple H picks up the win against The Undertaker here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed my WWE Super Showdown 2018 pay-per-view predictions. Like I said, Super Showdown is live on the WWE Network as well as pay-per-view tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. Pacific. I'll be up watching the show. I'll be sure to get some caffeine, whether it's energy drinks or coffee or whatever the hell it's going to be. I'll make sure to get some of that for the show, get some snacks. It's going to be a fun night, despite the time, I do think it's fun. I know some, whether it depends where you're at, where you live, obviously. There are people like in the UK or, Australia or whoever, wherever you may live that do that regularly to watch, whether it's Raw, SmackDown Live, or pay-per-view. So it's nothing really too different, but, for me being, of course, from the States, it's different and it's unique, and I'm all for it. I'm all for different stuff, and they're trying out something different, and I'm all for it. So that'll do it for my video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please like below and tell my review for Super Showdown tomorrow night. I'll see you guys, and thank you guys for watching the video.